Hey guys, good evening, and welcome back to another Ramen Toy video with me, Ace. First of all, let's do a sound check. Let me know if the audio and video is doing okay. Let me know. Give me a quick comment section that we are hearing myself. Let me know, guys. Is the audio good? Let's check the audio first. Let me know. Is the audio good? Audio is good. Thumbs up. Okay, great. Is the video quality? Is it good? All right, guys. I am here in Bukit, actually the pavilion. We're going to the Pavilion Exhibition Center in Bukit Jalil, right? Jalil here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And actually behind me is the hotel that I'm staying in. And I'm actually taking you guys on a walk towards the convention center where we are actually displaying at the Asia Pop Con. All right. So I thought that instead of starting the stream at the convention itself, I thought I could just do a small walk and bring you guys to the convention as we do this live stream. So let us say a good morning to the people in the chat. Of course, you guys have already been here. It's the evening time in the West. We have all about the villains. Says yo yo yo. Thanks so much for joining. And of course, this is a different format. I'm not in the comforts of my studio. Obviously, I'm on the gimbal, on the iPhone. So things are a little bit different for me to click on the comments. So just gonna do a quick shout out to Row Keeper. Hello, thanks for joining. Zakanian, thanks for joining the stream. And we have Nolan as usual. Good evening, Nolan. Jean Francois, as usual, resident in the live streams. The Titan, thank you so much for joining, my friend. And we have also Terrence Fung. Yes, Terrence, one of our team members who is already at the convention preparing for today, which is the second day of the show. Say hello to Row Keeper as well. Thank you for joining. B10, thank you for joining. When does the 60 minutes begin? It begins right now. And the reason why I'm saying it's a 60-minute only stream is because my device has limited battery. And I'm also not sure if the purchased data plan for, like 6 gigs is enough for me to handle more than 60 minutes. So, but I think we should do pretty well with 60 minutes, all right? Sunshine in the morning. It's Sunday. And let me continue to say hello to Josh F. as well. Thank you so much for joining. And we have Will Ortiz. Thanks, sir, for joining the stream. And we have a Video Power Gaming. Thank you so much. So now we're actually entering the convention center. So enough of looking at me. I'm going to just turn the camera around so that you guys can have a look at the convention as we, do it this way. Back camera. There we go. All right. So there we go, guys. Okay. So this is actually the convention. Well, it's in a mall. The convention center is in a mall. And as we approach, it slides open and we are going to be going to the convention itself, which is on the 5th floor of this mall here in Bukit Jalil. And yeah, going to be bringing you guys all the way to the convention itself. There's some escalator, obviously, as the mall itself is not actually open yet. It'll be open in another hour. So, all right, let's read the comments here. Paul Norman, sorry. What's up? We have Matthew Jacobs in the house as well. And Nelson, thank you for joining. Okay. So basically today we're going to be looking at some of the products that we have on display in Asia Pop Con. It's going to be, again, an atypical live stream because normally I'm in the comforts of my studio showing you guys slides and videos and photographs. But in this case, it's much more challenging to operate with a mobile device on a gimbal. All right. So I'm just going to do my best to show you guys everything. All right. So as we make our way over here, actually you'll see actually the convention entrance already. Okay. So there we go. That's the convention proper. And obviously it's not open yet to the public, but we're going to just slide in because we are the exhibitor. All right. Hey, Oscar, thank you for joining the stream. Thank you, Dave, for ordering the recoil. Really appreciate it very much. All right, so again, you can see that the pavilion, right? Exhibition center here in Bukit Jalil in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Okay, so this is actually the entrance of the convention. And as you go in, basically our booth is pretty much the first thing you'll see. Well, not the first thing, but the second thing. We'll get to this displays later. But there we go. The Ramen Toy booth is right over there. Okay, so we're gonna have a look at our booth. All right. So it is a Sunday morning, and we'll be expecting the convention to open at about 10 a.m. That's about an hour from now. And let's have a look at our booth. All right. So we have over here. Let's start from over here. Ramen Toy, the little table that we have over here. And obviously we got the aces of Aviation that is on display, right? You guys have seen this, and it is the Wolfpack, the Joy Rogers, and the Sundowners, and behind them would be the Marshall. Okay. For those of you who may not have seen the Enfys Biner prototype in the flesh, hopefully this stream will give you a good enough quality that will let you see and absorb fully, you know, the extent of this massive little tank. All right. So again, the display here is done by our good friend, 78 Points of Articulation. Always trust in 78 Points to do great looking dioramas. All right. So we've got a little standee here again to explain that the Enfys Biner comes by itself. And then, you know, if you can get the black bridge layer accessory pack, as well as the black phalanx rocket launching set, then you will be able to put those accessories on to the body of the Enfys Biner and then create your own dark bridge layer and dark phalanx. All right, so these are currently on pre-order on our website at www.ramentoy.com, obviously. And the reason why we're not showing the blast effect is because I think we are a little bit a bridge too far, no pun intended, to reach the goal of 1500. But we'll keep trying, and we'll probably see if we will sell the effects as a separate accessory that can be purchased later on. All right. So that's the Enfys Biner, and of course the thing gets depressed and elevates, and you get the opening, right? And you'll see the inside as well. Of course, the turret moves, but I won't do that right now. Okay, and then panning over to this side, we will see our little display for the 80s Commanders as well as the Titanium Titans. Okay, so we got some little rocks here, some rocks that was bought by the wife, and then we'll just put it in there. So we have the land drones on display here that you can see, right? So previously, I think this is a sleeper because, you know, maybe the extent of the land drone is not as well personified until you see it in this setting. Okay, and we really love the design of the land drone being dual surface. That means if he just turn the head back, everything goes back and he can just go on walking from the back. And of course we have the combinations of the land drone with the scientist and cyborg. Okay, you can see over there tons of combinations and options and permutations. So what we have is that this is currently being displayed is the cartoon colors. Okay, and then you'll see later on here that these are the darker colors. I'll get to that in just a bit. Okay, so just have a look here. Once again, the uniborg that people say, you can actually combine your existing antagonist cyborg with the upcoming scientist half and then form this little thing right here. And actually, we made a improvement or rather an added feature, right? So the antagonist scientist, it can actually fire off these weapons. So either you put in the gray part or the claw, they can both fire off. And probably we'll do a quick demo of that later on if we have time to access the showcase. Obviously, our commanders are fighting the land drones and the antagonists. And then we have the Phantom Foil. Okay, the Phantom Foil is in the final stages of its production, and we should be shipping the Phantom Foil out pretty soon. Okay, you'll see the Phantom Foil over there. All right. So yeah, and then this the packaging for the land drone, as well as the other packaging for the Apache Commander, right? The land commander, air, and sea in the retro style homage. Okay, so as we look at this, you'll see that we have the antagonist cyborg in the weathering colors, as well as the antagonist scientist in the weathering colors. So they really look much more muted on the red. Looks really good with the weathering, as you guys have mentioned. Not me saying it, right? You guys mentioned that. Okay, so this will be out for pre-order really soon. We'll be checking our production schedule and then get back to you guys. Possibly the next stream, we'll announce the pre-orders and early bird for the antagonist scientists. And since you guys asked for both heads, right? This head and the other head, we will include both heads into each version. All right. So moving along over here, we have the Titanium Titans, a brand new IP that we're working on with Riot Press. And we should actually show the blinking lights of Zork. Right. He's currently on the batteries, but I will probably do a quick reload in just a bit. Maybe we can get our guys to help to reload the batteries. So I'm going to just do a actual virtual. Hold on. Okay, so this is a little stash right here, and we're going to access the batteries. So, hold on. So Darren, help me to So there's the smallest batteries, right? So let's put into the Zork. This is all happening live, guys. Well, we need to open up the this first. Yeah. So by the way, this is a Ken from Retro Toy Escapades who is actually helping us. Say hi.
Great. Yeah. Hope everybody's doing wonderful out there. Great showcase series.
All right. So as they help me out to change out the batteries of Zork, we'll continue to look at these. Okay. So apologies, guys, if I'm actually not looking at your comments, as I'm really trying to get back into the groove of holding a gimbal with a mobile phone and doing a live stream. So definitely thank you for all the comments, and I'll do my best to get back to those comments in just a bit, right? So let's just look at this. Of course, the infantry trooper is one of the characters of the Titanium Titans. All nice metallic colors. And we have the Infernal Guard. Oh, is it open already? Okay, so let's take out Zork. And what you want to do is, if you can hold this for me, right? So we want to just take this out for a bit. And we're going to take this out. I'm going to need that little screwdriver the screwdriver to pry out this. Let's do it over here. It's all live, so let's just do it in the pencil case. The batteries. Oh, here. There we go. So the Zork just ran out of batteries yesterday, so we are gonna replace it with RL41s at the moment. This is a prototype. You know, we will probably change this to RL44 as well because there's ample space. But again, for the prototype purpose, it is currently an RL44. Let me just take this out. Replacing the old with the new. There's one. There's two. There's three. Fresh batteries, and then the cover is over there. Thank you. All right, so we're just gonna put this back in real quick, and then we're just gonna turn on the lights. All right, so there we go. The Zork gets his LED lights functioning again. I'm just putting it back into the display, and I'll get the camera back from my colleague in just a bit. All right, thank you. Okay, so that is the effect that we will have with Zork, right? He has that breathing light. And of course, these are not the final colors because I think there could be some changes to the purple that makes it more metallic so that it's more in line with all these characters right here. So as we were talking about the Infernal Guard, that's about how it looks like. We have the Crimson Trooper, again, very nice metallic finish, okay? I'm not sure if it's coming across good on the camera, but these are all metallic finishes. Even this, what color is this? It's it's all like a wine red. It's also metallic. And then of course the main character, Captain Zephyr, in a more dull bronzy-like brown metallic. The main protagonist, of course. And of course, you know, back in the day, you'll see more characters, right? An older guy with a beard, a female sexy character. These are all going to be available on the Kickstarter as we're currently working on the final sculpts and the final prototypes images. All right, the Titanium Titans, guys, is coming really soon. I think the webtoons will be out very shortly. Yep. Webtoon, okay. It will be out really shortly. So look out for the Titanium Titans, guys. Okay, so moving along from this display, we're gonna get to look at the bridge layer, guys, because this has not been shown in this format even at Joe Fest, okay? This is actually the hull of the Hunter tank, and you'll see the inside as well, the details in there. What we did is that we've changed out the accessories for the bridge layer, right? This is the accessory part, and of course this main part here, and then the whole bridge by itself. So if I may ask for a demonstration to actually retract the bridge into this position. There we go. Yes. So that's how it's going to look like with the bridge onto the hull, right? For you to display your figures. And then obviously, again, let's extend the bridge, guys. As simple as that. You extend the bridge, and there we go. There we go, guys. So this is the bridge layer, okay? So apparently we don't have the Hunter tank with us at this show because there's just too many things to carry. And we thought that we just left the Hunter back home while we demonstrate something new at the show, which is the bridge layer, okay? So this goes all the way, again, as you saw just now, the whole thing just, you know, it retracts by itself onto the hull and extends by itself downwards, okay? And behind there, obviously, is the Phalanx missile rocket launcher system, which we don't really display right now because we're displaying this thing, but we'll give more emphasis to this in just a little bit. But we've actually shown this at Joe Fest. So, all right. All right. So you mentioned the Space 1999. Actually, this is a collaboration with, Zika Toys and Giant Leap has devised this Eagle 1976, and us as Ramen Toy is the official distribution partner in Asia for this particular piece. So anybody in Asia who wants to get this after the successful Kickstarter will be able to service you guys on this side of the globe. Of course, myself, I'm working closely with Zika and Giant Leap on the actual production of this massive 38-inch monster of a model. It's a 1/18 scale, comes with fully articulated 3 3/4 figures with removable helmet, a whole ton of detail on the suits, and this whole thing is just massive. All right, so check out the Kickstarter on, well, Kickstarter. Just Google Eagle 1976 Kickstarter. You'll be drawn to the page, and you'll see all the wonderful pictures that Craig have taken of the prototype, and you'll see it in all its glory over there. Okay, so moving along, guys, we have our Ramen Inferno. These are last night's batteries. Okay, so these are actually last night's batteries, guys. Okay, what you're seeing now that isn't in its full blown glory is because these have been around for, I would say, 24 hours. 24 hours later, and we are seeing the slight faint. Maybe we can change out one set and put it there and do a comparison. Okay, so we'll just change this out while we get a team to do it, and then you will see the Ramen Inferno actually has the flame tires already inbuilt into the kit. All right, and it comes with this particular grill. All right, and if I can just take this out for a bit, you will see that also could I just stop the turntable from turning? Stop the turntable from turning. Okay, so this is one-handed, guys. Okay, hold on, this one just came out here. Okay, so I got some assistance. So you'll see here that the engine block is also totally in transparent. Okay, obviously there'll be a belt as well. We didn't have it on display right now, but you're going to get the whole kit, the whole shebang, right? So this is actually a darker chrome compared to the current Ramen Racer, right? Although it still looks kind of shiny, but it is a darker chrome, and we're looking to actually make this even darker, just to make sure that it really differentiates itself from the predecessor, all right? So this is actually the Ramen Inferno by itself, and on the inside you'll see that it is all blackened out versus the tan interior of the previous Ramen Racer, okay? And just momentarily we'll show the difference between a brand new set of batteries for the lights versus the one that has been going on for the past 24 hours, literally, okay? Okay, so Shane talks about whether we'll be releasing the engine separately. Guys, we have listened and we are going to do it, but just give us time to release the standard vehicles first. So basically the Inferno and the Metal Black and the Ramen Razor, we'll look at it in just a bit. And then we'll come back and then sell all the accessories that you want, whether you want the engine block, you want the blackened out tires, you want the blackened out grills, everything, we'll do it later on. So guys, we're going to have a comparison of this is the first, right? I think nobody has done this before. Brand new LR44 batteries versus LR44 batteries that's gone on for 24 hours and still going. Okay? Take a screenshot of this, guys, and know that, the Ramen Racer with something that goes on, if you forget to turn off your batteries, it's still running for 24 hours. That's what you get. But if you get them brand new and powerful, you're going to get full Inferno. All right? Okay, so speaking of the Racer and the Razor, let's just go straight ahead to look at the Razor. So we put out this little standee flyer, and it says the Ramen Razor is item RZR01, and it comes with obviously the things that we've shown before. And maybe to just give you guys a bit more perspective, I will show if we can release the lock on the showcase. I'll show how the wheel parts attaches to the wheel, right? So you're gonna be getting a weathered look, right? So this is fully painted with the weathering effects, with the effects on the engine itself. You see like some sand over there. It's been through some rough times. You got the plow, the power plant that actually articulates. Okay, again, this is a prototype, and we'll be showing off once we get to the production sample how this thing actually looks. All right, so I think we have it. No, it's in the pencil case. Yeah. So remember that there's a pencil case. We got it all locked up. There we go. All right. So apologies for all these movements, guys. But basically, what you'll see is that it's attached by magnets. Okay. So if you have an existing Ramen Racer, just attach it on like so, and it goes on just like so. Right. Same thing for the behind by magnets because it's already magnetized over there. So just put it on and just attaches on. All right. So this is a prototype now, so we don't have the segregation, but final pieces will have this part separated. So this part goes here. You open the door, this part goes to the door. So currently it's one full piece for the prototype, but we'll be doing it properly. So again, you'll see the engine with the effects. Okay. All right. So much for the Ramen Razor. Oh, by the way, guys, we are going to be launching the product today, right? Yes. So after this live stream, go check out the website www.ramentoy.com. You'll see the Razor, and it's going to be priced at early bird $210. Okay, so $210 is the USD for the Ramen Razor with all these painting, weathering effects, the whole shebang. $210 early bird price. Unfortunately for this guy, we're not doing any early bird. So Ramen Inferno is coming in at what, at $269? $269 for the Ramen Inferno, and then we have $260 for the metal black version, which we don't have on display now. Reason for the $10 difference is because these parts with the electronics do cost a little bit more, and it's justifiable by the fact that the metal black actually comes without any electronics, and then the Inferno comes with all the electronics that you see over here. So $10 more. And you may be wondering, so why was it $15.90 when we were doing the Ramen Racer? Okay, so that's because we were basically giving it away in the initial Ramen Racer campaign, right? If you add on the Inferno, the interchange packs, and the Inferno pack, we'll basically sort of give it away, as I've actually mentioned in a much earlier live stream where we try to keep everything at $280. If you bought the Ramen Racer base model at $250, you add on the $15.90 for the interchange pack, you add on the $15.90 for the Inferno pack. Together, it's $280 for the whole shebang. But now, after going through the sale, and we realized that some guys just want to have this, right? And then some guys just want to have this. So no point to get a base model with an interchange pack where you don't want certain parts, and no point to want to get this if you can't get it. So we're actually making it just for what you guys want. You know, if you want the Inferno, you get the Inferno. If you want this blackened out vehicle for your figures, you will get that. And this is the prices that we have that you don't have to pay eBay prices for. Okay, no, it's not 400 US, it's not 700 US, it's 260 and basically 270. Of course, shipping is extra, and we're basically average it out to be about 50 US dollars to ship it to the US. Okay, so enough of the racers and Razor. We're going to look at the economical vans. Okay, so this van here is the actual production piece. but not actual because this that means it's not a prototype. This is an actual tool piece, and it's much more matured from what we saw in Joe Fest, which was just a simple black test shot with nothing. Over here we got the reds, the clear parts, right? And we were advised that this was red, so we changed to red. It's not amber. And then over here you got the amber parts. You got the clear parts for the headlights, and all these are magnetics. Okay, so you can actually see that this part is out by magnet. Okay, and why is it out? Because if you can take this out, that means you can actually attach the front bumper if you want. Okay, so again, this is the interior of the white version, and obviously the sliding doors. Okay, and then you get the opening of the back like that, and you have the whole thing over there. Okay, so this is the white version, and we're actually going to be sending this off, okay, to Ninja. If you're watching, this is going to be going off to Articulated Ninja for his own review, non-biased review. Again, noting that this is not the final piece. We're ironing out some issues with the interior there, like surface finishing, fit finishing on the doors. Okay, so all these will be ironed out, and then we'll actually have the final production piece to show as and when we get it. But in the meantime, this is pretty much, I would say 85% that Ninja can go review and then give you guys the whole shebang. Also, because the early bird for this guy is ending tomorrow, in 2 days time, which is the 1st of October. All right, so if you guys are still on the fence to get this, either you stay on the fence and then wait for the review from Ninja and another YouTuber, which I'll be touching on in just a little bit, and then there is still some surprises that you can get it at a slightly better price. So our early bird ends on 1st October. Okay, go into our website to go get your vans. And if you are just trying to wait to see what other people think, then go ahead. And there's still some time. We promise, there'll be some promo codes for those guys to give you so that you can still get a good price versus the actual retail. Okay, so jumping into the Raider. Okay, so how it started actually was from the recoil. If you guys remember, I first showed you guys the recoil prototype in a stream, and then people asked, can we just get a white or a black van? And then suddenly they say, how about just putting all the stuff on the recoil onto the Raider? So we did that, and the Raider is all blackened out, black wheels, black everything, right? And then this, I think, is, in fact, honest to goodness, this is the top seller right now, followed closely by the recoil. And we hope that Ninja can help us move some white vans as well. All right, so there you go, recoil. Same functionality as the van I just showed you guys. Doors open, shotgun door, driver door, back door, sliding door. Okay, and all these things are by magnets. Okay, so if I just go behind here to show you guys. So these are all by magnet attachments. See, there's no holes. It just goes on by magnets. Okay, so some of you might say that the magnet is too loose, but I think based on what we're doing, it can't be any much more strong due to the fact that you're not actually seeing the magnet. The magnet is actually embedded within the inside. There's no side of a magnet. There's only over here, right? So you can see that this is the best effect for what it is. And obviously, we're going to open the sliding doors over here. There we go. So we open up the doors. See? The sliding door. Look at that. Okay, the door is open. And then all these things are also magnets. All right, magnets. Okay. All right, guys, this is the Raider. Once again, go pre-order it on our website during the early bird promotion. And finally, guys, you may have seen it, but here it is. The official license Gatchaman product that we be launching in 2025. It is the Eagle Sharp with a figure. So these are actually Machina size figures at about 7 centimeters tall, articulated on the shoulder, elbow, uh, groin, and knees and head. And yes, we're including some soft goods that you can remove to put him into the cockpit, but without in the cockpit, you can actually have the soft goods on the figure. So this is the first of a series that we attempt to do as long as we hopefully get the support of everybody. Because imagine if this is the size of Eagle Sharp, imagine the size of the tank, imagine the size of the Swallow helicopter, sort of like hovercraft, the G2 Black Condor, and of course, the smallest in the series would be the little bike from the Swan. So this actually has functionality. Okay. In fact, I'll just go in and show you guys in more detail. Why not? Since we are at a show, right? So we are currently doing at 37 minutes. So we're doing good time, even with a walk over here. All right. So this is how big the model is. All right. And these are actually mechanisms that can fire. This is the button. All right. And it actually fires out this. I'm not going to demonstrate it now because we did it yesterday and it was really flying a great distance. So two missiles that can be launched from the ports over here. Another little missile that we're going to be putting in on the center part, which is not an air intake, by the way. The undercarriage will be retractable, made of metal, like the old good old Takatoku days when the whole landing gear is metal. And then some neat features like the wings is going to actually go up, but obviously it's going to split open like the X-wing, not like this. So this is wrong on the prototype. Okay, we basically rushed this out in a sense. So again, kudos to Julian Kabada for this excellent sculpt of the Eagle Sharp. All right, it's gone through a few iterations to get it to what we want it to be, and we're still improving it, obviously. Right. So the next time round in Singapore Comic Con, we will see this hopefully in color with full function shown. All right, full function shown. Obviously, the canopy can also be open for the figure to go in, but the way to do it we'll explain later. You know, even all these parts, the slices they call it, can actually be removed, and then you can actually have the Eagle Sharp without these pieces, which is accurate to the animation. All right. So there we go. Right. Gatchaman. 1/24 scale basically, right? We did the math, and the figure at this size, everything is 1/24 scale. We can actually say that it's 1/24 scale, although we say it's Machina scale, because Machina is not exactly 1/24, but hey, maybe we'll just say it's 1/24. All right. All right, guys. So this is basically the booth of Bravo 002 Ramen Toy here in Pavilion Exhibition Center in Bukit Jalil. Okay, if you guys are around the corner, you know, come and check us out. Come and get a pin, right? We got a pin that we're giving away. Let me just show you the pin. There you go. It's a little Ramen Toy pin that we're giving away. All right. So we are at 40 minutes, and as I try to look at the comments, I will bring you guys to just walk the convention hall so you guys can see. Whoops. Okay, the gimbal gave way. There we go. Okay, we're back. We're back. So I hope that all the video quality has been good so far. All right. Let me know. Okay, so I'm just gonna now go a bit more relaxed by showing you just walking the floor. All right, so you guys can have a look, and I'll just go through the comments from the latest to the earliest. All right, so 3-star draw. Thank you for the nice punch. Josh F, thanks for the comment. All right, so over here we have RSTWO Studio with some fantastic Marvel stuff. Okay. And then we have, hey, Brick, thanks for joining the stream. Really appreciate you joining. Just gonna have, this is amazing. Right? Look at this. This store, I think, is amazing. Look at all the stuff that they have over here. Emmanuel Reyes, will you sell Tiger Orange wheels? Yes, we're looking into that. As I mentioned at the start of the stream, video quality is 3 stars. That's good enough. I will take that because it's not exactly a wired connection and we're on data. So I think 3 stars, I'll take that. Jedi Knight says that the white van will have a sticker that says not the FBI. Great work. Heroes and villains, thank you for the kind comment. All about the villains say, what are we going to do with some free shipping? Unfortunately, shipping does cost a bit. And at the moment in time, I don't think we are able to hand out free shipping. Apologies for that. Chuck Collier says this is cool. And once again, my camera is acting up. There we go. All right. Apologies for that. There was a bit of a stall. Nolan says hi to Brick. And we have Pablo is waiting for the 3030 designs. Yes, well, he loves the designs. And we'll actually be showing off 3030 definitely at our Singapore Comic Con for sure, right? We are just shoring up the final prototype with all the colors, with some changes, and you guys are gonna love it because everybody loves the Marshall, right? So you love the Marshall, you got to actually have something that is of the same quality, if not better, than the Marshall. So we're taking some time to work on that. In the meantime, you can see this fantastic Planet M78, displaying all the stuff we love, right? The collectibles, the figures, and stuff like that. Okay, and there's even a Joker here from Hot Toys. I think that's right, Hot Toys. You guys know all these drill. I don't explain to you. Have you decided on adding the cabin light in the recoil? So this is actually not a thing that we're actually adding. It's oh sorry, guys. Stall. We have stall. We have stall. Okay. I think the camera is actually telling me that time is coming up soon because it's stalling. So as back to the thing, the light in the van is actually going to be an option that we can purchase later, but we will actually have the compartment will have the little magnets there in the van itself so that when you decide to actually buy the lighting unit, you can just attach it inside the van at no issue whatsoever. So that's the plan for the light of the REV. All right. Pasano, 777, thanks for joining again. That's why I'm buying the white van darkest closure. Okay. Titan says the Gatchaman is looking great. Thank you so much. So yeah, so just I'm bringing you guys on the floor as I read the comments over here. The white vans. Okay, these are just comments on these things. Okay, I'm just going to skim through the comments here to just look for any questions, guys. Okay, let's see. Hey, Lee. Good morning to you because Lee is actually based in Asia as well. And once again, I do apologize for the camera always stalling like that. Okay, there's actually some empty, because this is actually the medical center. All right. And we got some ghillie suits, real ghillie suits, right? So look at that. It's a real ghillie suit over here. So Lee Howell says, I'm supposed to be working, but you catch a replay. All right, man. Thank you so much for joining. All right. I'm really afraid of the next stall, so I'm going to do my best to actually do this. Are we going to get Rex Charger? It's a tall order. We might get him as a figure without weapons for the time being because it is really very expensive to tool his weapon system, and we don't actually see the demand for it just yet. Okay, so as you can see at the end of the convention here, there's some no-show, right? This is the first time Asia Pop is actually happening, all right? First time in Malaysia, so give it some time. Let the first event draw some crowd. I'm so sorry. That's the ladies. All right, my we're reaching 46 minutes. 60-minute mark was the goal. Um, Hopefully, my gimbal just stays obedient as we make our way to this section here. Actually, I drew this. Okay, so this is a draw your own rendition of Pop Kun. So I think Pop Kun is the mascot for Asia Pop. And look here, look here. So I drew this, right? That's my little autograph, and that's what I drew. All right, so you can have a look. Okay. All right, let's see. He likes the look of the black van with silver wheels. Yes, we will look at all these add-on accessories as and when we are done with the initial phase of selling the vehicles, because the team needs time to have all these things inside, and we don't want the current weights and differential of shipping costs to sort of interfere with what people want at the moment, which is the main van by itself. All right, and let's see, pick some smaller channels out of a hat and send a couple out to us. We will look into that. We'll look into that. Definitely 3-star. It will be considered. Okay. We want to give everybody a chance, but we also need to make sure we are uh, utilizing the reach to the best of our abilities. So this is another section of the show, which is pretty much it. Okay, as we get to the door. All right. Let's see. Okay, we've done that as well. And let's see. Okay. All right. So basically, guys, I am gonna just show you the front of this over here. Oops. You see, my gimbal is just not. It's just not happening. All right. It's just not happening. Okay. I'm gonna actually end the stream before the 60-minute mark. I think we're doing pretty well. I'm just gonna go over here to the front of the convention. I do apologize for not being able to actually. Let's see. Let me just put the camera back onto my. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, guys. So I do apologize first and foremost for the stream not reaching 90 minutes. Although I say it'll be 90 minutes. Okay. There's obviously issues with the gimbal, and you guys must have gone, 90 degrees for a while. So yeah, I think this is about it. This is still early morning. We're waiting for the show to open at 10, and yeah, I really appreciate everybody joining into the stream today. Thank you for allowing me to. Oh my God. Okay, come on. Okay, we got tone. Okay, so thank you for letting me show you guys the booth that we're having here in the pavilion, all right, exhibition center in Bukit Jalil here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I do appreciate you guys taking the time out to join me on this stream. I apologize for not reading all the comments and questions. I will make sure I get to it after the stream. The questions and comments are still live. I can just look at it and reply, by typing on those comments and questions that I've missed. In the meantime, because the gimbal is acting up and there's data involved, roaming, so I really have to end the stream now. We are at 50 minutes, so 10 minutes earlier than anticipated, but I think it's all good. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. All right. Thank you so much. This is Ace signing off from Malaysia. Take care, guys.